First.
Yeah,
Okay, perfect.
there you go.
All right. Yeah, thanks again, Jeff, for introducing me. So, hey everyone, my name's Louis. So, as John said, we met a few years back. I know his wife, and I've been in the e-commerce space for the past 5 years. My background is nursing. I'm actually gonna share my screen with you guys so I can show you guys my little slideshow here. Is that okay?
Yep.
Here.
Yes, we can see that.
Yeah, so it's just a mini slideshow. I'm not gonna do a full-blown webinar and bore you guys. You know what I mean? It's just like 17 slides. I'm gonna introduce myself briefly, and I'll show you guys the plan. And after that, we're gonna do Q&A. So this mini presentation is about how to liquidate credit cards by selling on Amazon, right? So John told me like a big problem with your industry is that you guys need to liquidate your big boy and bigger credit cards, right? For I think furnitures, right, bro? Furnitures and other stuff, right?
Yes, so
The
we
need
use
for it.
our credit cards to do furnitures, and then sometimes if you want to use it for like rents, right? You want to
Mm,
liquidate them, right?
nice. Okay, makes sense. And I know there's many ways to liquidate credit cards, but I think Amazon is one of the best ways because it's a legit business model. It's a big thing to it's a big place for you guys to deploy capital and get money back into cash. So yeah, I'm going to talk to you guys about how to liquidate your credit cards by selling on Amazon, right? So before I start, I want to quickly introduce myself. So my name's Louis. I was born and raised in the Philippines. Like John, right? You too, right, John? Philippines too, right?
Yes, I was born in the Philippines as well. Both me and my brother Jesse, that's
Nice.
here in the
Okay.
call. Yes.
Nice. So I moved to the U.S. in 2002 as a teenager. I'm married now with three kids, and two pets. The two dogs and two cats. I'm sorry. I was a nurse for 5 years, so I was doing case management work. I was a wound care nurse. I work at the local nursing homes in LA back in the day. I left nursing in 2015 to pursue a full-time business. And the reason is not because I hate nursing, but because I didn't really have time for my family. I was working like 12-hour shifts, working holidays, Christmas, birthdays. So to me, it didn't really make sense to keep doing that, to make money and lose time with the family. So I took a gamble in 2015. I left my job and I'm still here today doing my business. So I'm very blessed and lucky. So I did a lot of business in the past, but currently I'm doing Amazon FBA. I've helped 700 mentees with e-commerce, and I'll show you guys my background here in a second. So here's my business journey. In 2013, I started network marketing while working as a nurse. I saw a presentation, I saw people driving nice cars, honestly, and living life of freedom. So to me, that was very attractive. So I joined a network marketing company in 2013, and I got some little success. And in 2015, that's when me and my wife left nursing. Honestly, I don't think we made a smart choice because we left too soon, I feel, but it worked out. We did save up some money. We quit our nursing jobs. We took a bet on ourselves. Struggled, but it worked out. And in 2018, we got introduced to e-commerce, so we started selling products locally on the Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp. We did yard sales, thrifting, anything to make money. We did it, and this is when my eyes opened with e-commerce, right? And in 2019, I got into dropshipping, Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, and eBay. I got into dropshipping because I wanted to transition myself to a more online business because in 2018 I realized that I owned a local job, right? I quit my job, but then in 2018 I realized, hey, I took on another job. So in 2019 I decided to take my business online, and that way I can have true freedom, right? Work from home and be with the kids. In 2020 I started doing Amazon because Amazon is the biggest marketplace. I felt like I outgrew Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, eBay, and it's time for me to start doing Amazon. So I did. And 4 years later, today, I'm still here doing Amazon, and I'm trying to scale it as big as I can. So here's my family, my wife, my kids right there. This was when we were in Hawaii. And here's some photos with some of my mentees. I actually hate the word mentees because my mentees and students are also my friends and family. So as you guys can see here, we hang out, in person. This was my group when I was doing dropshipping heavily in 2020, 2021. I'm not, no, sorry. Like 2019 to like 2021. So this is my group. I had a 286 member group and we were doing dropshipping. And this is more recent. So this is my Amazon group. So we go to trade shows together. My main group has 158 members at the moment, and I also have a free group with 272 people on it. So again, these are my mentees, but I call them friends and family because we all hang out, and share life together. So enough about me. This presentation is really about you guys, right? So I'm here today because I want to help you guys. Oh, it's on slide. I'm here today because I want to help you guys liquidate your credit cards, right? To cash for your Airbnb business. And also, if you guys are interested, you can also add Amazon as another income stream for you guys. So Amazon, right? There's many ways to do Amazon, but I'll show you guys my way of doing Amazon. So I do have a 3-step process with Amazon. So I usually buy my products from my suppliers. So by suppliers, I mean retailers like Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Lowe's. So I buy them, right? And then I ship them to a third-party prep center. And then from there, my prep center packs and preps my products. And then from there, they ship it to Amazon. And once Amazon receives their products, Amazon does all the shipping, handling, customer service, returns, etc. I like this model because my main job as an Amazon seller is to find good products, right? And then Amazon does their part and they do all the heavy lifting for me. And also this process can be automated by using virtual assistants, which I'm going to show you guys in the later slides. So step one is I usually look at data. So I think with Airbnb, it's very similar, right? You guys look at data first, do some market research, product research. And then from there, once I find the products that are good, I buy them from my suppliers. I do a test buy and I ship it to my prep center. And then once my prep center has my products, they pack and prep the products for me. I also use a tax-free state prep center because it saves me another 10% of sales tax. And then again, once Amazon receives the products, Amazon does all the shipping, handling, warehousing, customer service. And I like this because it gives me a lot of time back. Because again, right, my main job is to find the products. I order it online, I ship it to Amazon. And once they receive the product, it's kind of on them to do all the selling for me. So I like that part. And you can also automate this business by using virtual assistants. I think with Airbnb is very similar too, right, John? You guys do VAs, right? To
Yes.
run your
Yes. Like
listings.
once you start scaling, yes, you use VAs to actually like optimize your calendar, guest communications, claims, all that stuff. Yes.
Yeah. So with FBA is very similar. You learn the basics first, right? And do the work first yourself. Learn how to do it, and then later on you can delegate tasks like product research, buying products, bookkeeping, store management. So it's very similar to Airbnb. With Amazon, we do make 20 to 30% ROI per month. So I'm not sure if you guys are interested in this number, but if you guys are liquidating your cards, you guys can settle for a lower ROI to get your cash to you quicker. Make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
And then how to liquidate credit cards. So this is the process, right? You guys buy the products from Amazon using your credit cards. You ship it to Amazon, right? Your products. You wait for Amazon to sell their products. And once Amazon sells their products, Amazon will give you a payout, and that payout is gonna go to your bank account in cash. So here's the cycle. So you buy the products, right? With your credit cards, you buy it, and then from here, Amazon sells their products for you, and this money goes back to your bank account. So credit card to Amazon to your bank account in cash. So that's a play, and that's really it for me. And now we can do Q&A.
Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah, thanks
Luis,
for
for that.
presentation. Mhm.
Yep. Have any questions, guys? So basically, right, like said to say, for example, like we want to sell it quicker. Obviously, when we go below that, like, cause our goal is to just liquidate, but we can make a little money off of that. Let's say we do 10% returns, right? So let's say if we
Right.
have 100K, then we earn 10K from that, but we're able to liquidate it, right? So that means we were able to turn it around quicker because we're able to compete in the market because we don't really care about the margins, correct?
Right.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can get in your case, you guys can sell at a lower ROI, maybe like 5%, 10%, like you said. And that
Yeah,
way, you can make a little bit of money and also liquidate your credit cards.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Okay. All right. Guys, have any questions?
So this is basically like retail arbitrage, right? Where you find retail products for a discount and then you sell it back on Amazon for original price, right?
Yeah. It's online arbitrage.
Okay.
I call it online arbitrage because everything's online.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I get some examples. I should have some examples for you guys too. So these are some products that I saw on Amazon. So for example, this one, right? This one is a Red Bull jacket for $61. And the same jacket is on Amazon for about 130. Yeah, it's not showing, but it's right there on my software, 130 bucks. And then right here, it's sandals from Finish Line for
Yeah.
20 bucks. And the selling price on Amazon is about $35. And then here is what is this? Diapers for like $19, and it's on Amazon for about $57. And then here is what is this? Like a floor vent for $23, and it's selling on Amazon for $54. So yeah, so in short, we
That's
look
crazy.
for, it doesn't have to be like discounted products. It can be a retail from other
Yeah.
websites, but there has to be a margin though.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's ways to like stack your margins to like credit card points, right? Rakuten, discounted
Yeah.
credit cards. Yeah, so this play
Uh,
increase your margins too.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was the question? I forgot to ask. Is there do you have a VA that manually find those products, or do you have like a bot that tells you like, hey, this website has a major
Mm.
discount, and then you buy them?
Yes, I do have a VA who outsources products for me.
Oh, so they manually like look up websites and look at the discount or look at products that have discounts, and then
Yeah, and he's
okay,
mhm.
and then look at the data to see if they sell well or not.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, everything is outsourced. I mean, you can do it manually too, but we're business owners, right? We want things to be like
Yeah,
streamlined.
yeah, yeah.
So, the way I
And
do it,
then,
go ahead.
oh, and then Amazon, how much? I know they take a percentage. How much percentage do they take? Is it like 10% or 15%? Because
Yeah,
they do the
15,
shipping, they do everything. Yeah.
yeah, so 15% to referral fee,
Uh-huh.
and then they charge some percentages too on like warehousing and stuff.
Oh, I
But even
see.
after the fees, you're gonna be taking home like 20-30%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so before we buy anything, we make sure that we make at least 20% ROI after all the fees,
Hmm. Oh, okay.
including the prep fees.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I think it's very similar to your model, right? Except that we're arbitraging products.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we're
We're going
charging
volume
property.
versus like bigger products or purchases. So
I have a question, Luis. Um, I know before you can sell anything on Amazon, is there like a thing that you have to get an approval first from them or something like that?
no,
Well,
no. So you just go on Amazon Seller Central, you create an account, and usually you get an account within like a week.
okay. And then
Yeah.
you have a platform that so that you can transfer your product so that you can market it on Amazon. How do you do that platform from a specific kind of do you create your own kind of what do you call this listing or something like that, or you just
Mm.
how do you do that?
No, everything is pre-made. With
Okay.
Amazon, everything's pre-made. Because I only sell products that are selling on Amazon already. So I'm just jumping on the listing. Everything's already pre-made.
Oh,
Can
so it's
you-
not like your own storefront?
Huh? I'm sorry.
It's not like your own storefront?
Well, it is my storefront, but the way it's made is everything is already done for you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's say everyone's selling that Huggy diapers.
Hmm.
You're just jumping into that Huggy diapers, and then part of sellers you also, right?
Yeah.
Along with like other sellers. Okay.
Yeah. So on the
Okay.
same listing, there's other sellers here. So here's some examples, right? I don't know how to move this thing, but right here, right? So on the same listing,
Mm-hmm.
here are the other sellers down below, right there. So East
I see.
Top Deal, Sporty Zone. Yeah, so there's multiple sellers on one listing.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you just don't know that because you guys are consumers, right? So on
Yeah.
you guys go here and pick a product and buy now, right?
Yeah.
Huh?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everything is pre-made. So yeah, there's different ways to sell on Amazon, but this model that I'm doing is I want to say it's the most beginner friendly because other models you got to create your own listing, you got to do ads, you got to do keyword optimization, SEO, and to me it's like, man, that's a lot. That's a lot, to like build. So I just prefer simple and easy, and that's why I'm doing this model.
How many VAs do you have?
How many VAs? Oh man, me and my partners are doing 50K to 100K in spend a month. So our VA team's a lot, like 7 VAs, at that point. But as a beginner, you're gonna be good with like one or two
So 50K in expenses a month?
in spend.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so we're buying inventory.
Yeah.
That's how we scale it, right? You buy inventory, so we
Mhm.
just get our spend with this business. And then once it sells, we make 20-30%.
20 to 30% is the ROI.
Right.
Okay.
On your spend.
So if you spend 100K, then you're making 30K basically. You spend
20 to
100K a
30K.
month. Yeah.
Right.
basically.
Yeah,
So
20-30% is
50,000
pretty
is like
conservative.
20K.
It usually goes up to like 40-50 percent. But minus all the VAs and the costs, it goes down to like 20-30%, I would say.
Okay.
So
That's
what are like the best credit cards to utilize for something like this?
Man, for this one, the best one, I think it's Plum.
Plum?
Amex Plum because it gives you 60 days, right? It also depends on your strategy. Some people like Capital One, Spark because it gives you 2% cash back on everything. Some people like to do like travel hacking stuff, right? So they use their like travel hacking cards.
Hmm.
So it just depends on your goals.
So basically you're also stacking here because imagine if you're doing this, you're getting tons of points. It's
ons.
like technically you can like, I mean, if you're not doing arbitrage, like you can actually like use the card, right? Take the
For points.
30%, pay off the card, and then you have a fresh card again. You're buying off products again, right? So you're basically like accumulating a ton of points.
Yeah. So you're getting points from the credit cards. We also use Rakuten, for example. So it gives you another like 2%, 5%.
On top of the cashback?
Yeah. Yeah. So there's many ways to stack the margins. I mean, I don't want to go too deep, but here's some example. I'll do Rakuten. It's more simple. We also do like discounted gift cards. So there's many ways to really stack it. But here's Rakuten, right? Let's see. It's not showing right now, but you guys get the point, right? If for here's some examples. So for example, on Adidas, if you shop on Adidas, right? Rakuten gives you an additional 10% cash back. from your purchases.
Nice.
So now if you're spending, I don't know, let's say like 10,000 worth of products, right, from Adidas. So now you're getting 10% of that 10,000 extra money from
Plus your points.
Dollars.
yeah,
Plus-
plus your ROI from Amazon itself. Plus plus for example, if you use like Capital One Spark, right? You're
2%.
getting another like 2% from your purchase.
Okay, so just basically stacking.
Yeah, so you can stack your cash back too,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
points if you're traveling or groceries or
Makes
whatever.
sense.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. That's the same with you guys, right? Like same concept, right? With Airbnb or
Yeah, so it's a little bit more simpler because we don't usually like go to Rakuten and all that stuff. But obviously, with Airbnb, right? Yeah, it's still the same thing, except you're arbitraging products or arbitraging properties, basically, right? So
yeah.
also, Luis, you do have a VA company too, right? So let's say, for example, like you already have trained VAs that can actually handle FBA,
Oh yeah,
right? So
yeah,
you offer that to to like your students.
yeah.
Okay.
The reason is I don't think it takes that long to really learn FBA. And once you learn it, it's pretty easy to scale because you really just spend increase your spend, right?
Yeah.
Because the way to make $1 is the way to make $10 and like 100, or like
It's
1,000.
pretty straightforward.
Yeah,
It's not rocket science.
right. So if
Yeah.
you want to increase your business, it just means you need to increase your spend. And as your business gets bigger, you need VAs because there's so much, moving parts, right? As you
Yeah.
grow. And plus I teach people like how to run it to have freedom, because that's the whole point, right? Of doing business anyway.
Yeah.
It's for
Of
freedom
course.
and not be stuck in the computer like looking for products all day. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and the good thing here is like for us, if we're really just trying to liquidate it, we can like have lower ROIs, and that means we're like on the top pages of Amazon because we're selling it low, right? Lower than the competition, right? So
Right.
basically, if I was gonna do it personally here, is like because like obviously when you liquidate cards, it's very tedious, and then sometimes if you liquidate it, there's fees involved in it. So here I'm actually liquidating it with a profit, right? Maybe not 30% because I mean I can opt for 30%, but obviously that's gonna, it's gonna be not a lot slower, but a little slower to like, what's the uh
Mhm.
what's the average turnaround? Let's say, for example, I spent 50K, right? And let's
Mhm.
say if I'm aiming on that 20-30% margins, what's the average turnaround of that one? Because usually we have a 12 to 18 months 0% APR, right? So I don't want to
Mhm.
take that. So
How quick does it sell?
yeah, what's the average turnaround?
So um as soon as it hits Amazon, it can sell the same day or all the way to maybe like 3 months or so.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Well, the way I do it is I always do a test buy, so I don't buy any products. I usually buy like 5 to 10 products anyway, because at 5 to 10 pieces, it usually sells out in like 3 months or less.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay.
Um,
Yeah. So basically, like if we're not aiming for that 30%
mm,
margin, then all of a sudden our turnaround is a lot quicker.
right.
Makes sense.
If we're just breaking even and or getting like 5%, then
5
yeah,
or
be
10% or
quicker
whatever.
because you can lower your price and beat other sellers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay. All right. Any other questions, guys?
I heard you have to submit receipts for certain brands. Like let's say for example Legos, like you have
Mhm.
to show receipts that like you bought 25 Legos in order to be like their distributor. Do you have to do this for FBA or for this
Um,
strategy?
yeah, some brands you need to apply to get ungated. We call it ungated.
Yeah.
But it's only if you want to though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, as a beginner, you can sell anything on Amazon that are ungated, and there's a lot of ungated products.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, except for major brands, like for example, like Lego, right? Like you said. If you really want to sell Legos, then you need to be ungated. And being ungated means you're buying 10 pieces of their product, and you're sending Amazon an invoice of that product.
Yeah.
Get ungated. But that's
Oh, I see.
optional though.
Oh, it's optional. Okay.
Yeah. That's only if you really want to sell Legos.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So I tell people like don't get ungated unless you really want to sell that brand, right? So for example, Nike. Unless you really want to sell a bunch of Nikes, then take the extra step to get ungated. But if not, then just leave it alone. Because there's so many other products out there anyway to sell.
I see.
Yeah.
All right. Any other questions, guys?
Is there more questions?
Wait, so you said it takes around 2 weeks. So let's say you order a product, you ship it to a third party packager, and then the packager sends it to Amazon, huh? And then Amazon sells it to the public, right? How long does that whole process take? Is that like within like 2 weeks or a week?
Yeah, so if you buy it today, it's gonna get to the prep center within like 3 to 5 business days. And then from there they pack and prep it and they ship it to Amazon. So to be conservative, it's a 2-week process.
Oh, 2-week process. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then once Amazon receives the products, that same day the product can sell.
Okay.
All the way up to 3 months.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So 3 months of that day when Amazon receives the product.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah, did it make sense though?
Yeah, makes sense.
It,
Yeah,
it makes
perfect
total sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
What would be the Luis, the best and fastest way for us to, because if you don't really want to do the main business and all we want to do is liquidation, right? And maybe like make some 5-10% out of it. What would be like the best and fastest way for us to do that?
The best way? Well, I mean, it's gonna be the same process, but it's gonna be quicker for you guys because you guys are gonna settle for like a lower ROI, right?
Right.
So if you guys set your prices, let's say, let's see, I'll show you guys an example. So this is the software that we use, right? Well, this one is a bad example, but let's see. Hang on, put the cost 1 second. Say 23. You guys see it, right?
Yeah.
So these are the usual Amazon sellers, right? They usually price their products where they make between 20% to like 60% ROI, right? If you guys are trying to like liquidate products, you guys are going to be setting this ROI at like 5%, for example, right? So you guys are going to be the cheapest.
Oh, I see.
So instead of $43, you guys are going to be this I don't know, let's see. What's 5% of this thing? $40. So $40, for example, right? So $40 you're getting like 6% ROI, which means you're beating everyone as far as the price, right? Which means the sales are gonna go to you. Which means you're gonna sell out of your inventory quicker than other
All
stuff.
makes sense.
Yeah, because a lot of us are waiting, right? And because we want to make at least 20%. But with you guys are okay with 5%, you know, or less, just to get your money back for your main business. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
Is there like a certain algorithm for sellers accounts where you sell the most, which means you get bumped up a little higher? Like because I know for Airbnb, you know, there's once we bump up our prices down, we get booked more often. That means, you know, we get more bookings in the future since we're higher ranked. I don't know if there's does Amazon also do that as well, or?
Yeah, there's an algorithm, but it usually favors the seller who is priced the cheapest.
Oh, price the cheapest. Okay.
Yeah. So we call it the buy box. I'm not sure if you guys call it the buy box too, but the buy box is this price right here, right? So if you're the cheapest, you're gonna be getting the buy box.
So it
Yeah.
doesn't matter if you sell 1,000 products versus the guy that sells 10 products. The
Right.
guy that sells it lower will get the okay.
Right. And plus the consumers
Yeah.
are gonna pick you, right? Over the seller selling the same product for like $10 more.
That's true.
Yeah. So it's gonna be quicker for you guys to sell products because that's your goal anyway, right? Just to liquidate your credit cards.
Liquidate.
And
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys break even, it's even better. If you guys go like 2%, 0% on your margins, then for sure it's gonna sell out quick. Yeah, because now you're at least 20% cheaper than the cheapest person on the listing, right? So
And your group mainly focuses on like 20% margins.
our whole group, oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
trying to profit. Yeah. Yeah, so in our group we go for at least 20% because it's our main business, so we're trying to monetize, so
And you've been doing this for 6 years. Has it been slowing down from the competition, or has it been going faster than ever?
no, it's getting better, actually.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I saw an article yesterday. I think I forgot the exact number, but it's saying that Amazon is getting bigger and bigger every year. Yeah, so it's not really slowing down. I mean, I was on eBay and Facebook Marketplace back in the day, and those things kind of died down, right? But Amazon's not. It's not like that. Yeah, I feel like Amazon's gonna be here for a long time.
But in terms of like competition, though, like,
Oh,
do you
competition.
think a product can be like super saturated where you can't even sell?
No, not really.
Oh,
Yeah, not really. There's enough buyers out there. Yeah, and plus with our model, I don't overbuy anything. I always do a test buy first, of 5 to 10 pieces, and if it does good, then I buy more of it.
and then is it like a seasonal thing where like you save that product for next season, or is it like is there like a how do you say it? Like a lifetime, like their lifetime value of it? I mean, because you know how some products do well then in other months, and then like it doesn't do well the next few months. So do you
Right.
create like a list for seasonal products, or is it like,
Right.
you know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yeah. I actually don't do seasonal products because I just want my product to sell all year long.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, because I hate seasonal products, actually. Because I don't want to be doing trends. I want like a long-term sustainable business. So I pick products that are long-term. And actually very boring products like plates, you know what I mean? Plates, Chips Ahoy, dog food, cat food. I pick products that everyday people buy and will keep buying. I don't like trends and seasonal products just because I don't want to be making money from it now and then tomorrow, it's gone. So
How big is your arbitrage catalog right now? Like, how many products are you selling right now?
SKUs,
Yeah,
man,
SKUs. Yeah,
it fluctuates between like 300 to 500.
dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
300, 500.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Luis has like a bigger store.
Yeah. That's insane.
Yeah. And it's funny too because the biggest store that I've seen is 67 million a year in sales.
Oh
So
my
I feel
God.
like Amazon is a freaking bottomless pit.
Wow.
Yeah, because even at 50, 100K, I feel like, okay, well, that's a big number, but then there's other bigger sellers doing way more than that. So 50, 100K is big money, but I mean, I don't even know how these people are getting capital at 67 million, you know? You know what I mean? There's
Yeah,
another
that's
level.
crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any more
Cool.
questions, you guys?
So is it just
It's making
mainly
sense though, right? It
the
made sense though, right? Like the model and how it works.
Mhm.
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's just the research and finding the right products.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would hire a VA straight up if it was me. Just
Oh yeah,
one to do
for
that
sure.
stuff.
Yeah, in your guys' case, it needs to be very streamlined because this one's not even your main business. But
Mhm.
everything has to be like automated right away as much as possible. And that way you're putting your money in there and getting your money out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That way you can use it to pay rent or whatever the case is. Buy properties.
Yep.
Because Airbnb is your main thing. So yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. Any other questions?
I think that's it for me for now.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, if there's no more questions, Luis, thank you so much for making time for all of us. I will post Luis's Luis, I'm okay posting your contact info, right? So if
Yeah.
any of the
Mhm.
students wants to reach out to you, right? They can reach out to you.
Yeah, I'll type it in here too on I have an Instagram, so
Yeah, type it in here.
here's my IG.
Type.
Yeah. Right there, my Instagram. If you guys have more questions, I also have a free Amazon group if you guys want to join it. Just send me a message on Instagram. And I can send you guys more information about it.
Okay. So that's Luis Instagram, guys. If you wanna like message him, just tell them like if you message him, just tell them like you are one of my students.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Alrighty, guys.
Thank you, Luis.
All right. Thank you, Luis. Appreciate it. Thank you
Thanks,
for
guys.
All right. Thank you so
yeah.
much for your
See you
time,
guys.
Luis.
Appreciate
Appreciate
your
it.
time.
All right. Bye bye.
All right,
Bye.
guys.